NFL on EA Sports. For Detroit.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Danny Shelton.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Burrow will throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now either way. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, 27 yards. And the Bengals take it right down and score.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Lions, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down by Mackenzie Alexander.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 48.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
It's second and 8.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on first and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
What you talking about, ref?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Stafford. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. A 3rd down. Gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Mixon again.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The 46-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
First quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Burrow's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The touchdown here to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
A little too amped up there. Got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Brings up second.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Carrier. He was brought down by Trey Flowers.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
3rd and 4.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Stafford's pass.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down again. Jarrett Davis. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Lions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Pass from Stafford, caught by Amendola. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32 on the carry. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got his man, Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. This big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier, Darryl Roberts on the stop. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 30.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Back at the 36.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Lions 7.
Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Brings it up 2nd and 4.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. His pass caught at the 4. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough. Points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 24.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Being chased out left.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
They ain't on outside.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Forced out to his left. Going for he's got a man. Complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now he'll pull it down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week one.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week one, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decision?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Mixon with it. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A gain of 3, second down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week one of the season. We'll be back. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again. Jackson buying time, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a week one victory. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Today's final.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together?